Hey guys, I hope you guys are about to enjoy the video that you're about to watch, and if you guys want to get access to awesome trades like this that me and Hayden post on a regular basis, all you have to do is sign up with the link in the description. Now remember, we're not always going to win them, but we're going to make some great gains along the way. Feel free to check out the profit and loss history on my website. Peace. Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades, and let's get right into it because Bitcoin is potentially about to excuse me, change the trend and potentially start reversing towards the downside. We'll get into that analysis in just a moment here. As you guys can probably tell, Bitcoin has been testing this short-term support right around 27,200 for a couple of days now, maybe even a couple of weeks almost. You know, we've been at this level for quite a bit of time, but if this level does start to give, I would definitely start to take a look at some lower levels and to potentially think that the top may be in and that we may not get that big reversal that everyone's thinking that we could potentially get another fifth wave higher, extending the B wave and delaying the drop in the price of Bitcoin, right? Because right now, you know, a lot of people are getting very bullish. You know, we crossed back into that green money flow that everyone was, you know, extremely very bullish on. But I said, you know, just be careful. We're quite extended now. We've had our move and we need to consolidate and calm down. And, you know, we need to pause here for a little bit and reload before another leg higher. But now, you know, Bitcoin is, you know, it's starting to retest that support level a little bit too much in my opinion, and now you're starting to see some bearish dual band strength index numbers with a 17 and a -5, and on top of that you're back into red money flow on the daily time frame. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frame, you actually been in green money flow since this, you know, big pop in the Bitcoin price since since we pumped to 28,500, and now you're starting to dwindle back into that red money flow. And you guys know when we get into that red money flow, you know, price action tends to trend towards the downside. Support levels give easier and there are significantly less buyers, so the bears are in control, right? And now we take a look at the weekly. The weekly was shaping up to be a very bullish weekly candle, and now we have a -4 and an 11. You can take a look at a couple of other charts. You might find that you have a -5 and a 17. So it's supposed to be the very bullish week. You should be making higher highs, and you know, we did get that that green weekly close right here, so with a green dot on market cipher B. So that was, you know, your bullish signal that a potential low was in, but we haven't, you know, recaptured that green money flow. If this week ends towards the downside, that may be very detrimental to the Bitcoin bulls here. So again, I'm still looking for some more downside for Bitcoin. I know we're going to take it one level at a time. Obviously, we got to cross that $25,000 level. After that, you know, you're going to have more support right around 21,500. And if it doesn't stop there, then you can look at 20K and potentially lower. But for the time being, the major support to break is 25,000. And if that starts to give, then you may have a potential top in place here for the B wave, and you most likely will head lower. Okay, but we do have things that can change this outcome because we do have the CPI coming up and the PPI tomorrow and the FOMC minutes. All right, so those are all events on the stock market, and that can impact the price of Bitcoin, as it can impact the price of the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Russell 2000. Just like Bitcoin, it is an asset class, or sorry, it's an index, right? But essentially, it's a different kind of asset, and then they can move up, but it could also cause Bitcoin to move up as well. But lately, you know, we've gotten this nice little rally from the lows here on the S&P. Same thing for the Nasdaq, but we didn't really see Bitcoin participate in that yet. Now we're starting to see Bitcoin already roll over with such a strong move in the market. So I would say that that's quite bearish when you have the stock market being very bullish, and you know, the dollar coming in. The dollar has been coming in for quite a bit of time now, and it's actually currently back at support, or retesting resistance and retesting it as support. And if this holds and we start to bounce back up, that would be very bearish for Bitcoin and quite bearish for the equities as well. But let's just move on here and let's take a look at the wave edge. So wave edge at the moment is showing a potential red cross here on the Binance chart. We did get another red cross over here on Coinbase, but nothing else on Bybit, and I believe this is Bitstamp. So I'm not seeing any other red crosses here at the moment. If you do want to play the shorts, you could wait for a potential bounce and maybe get in there. But at the moment, the Bitcoin price is quite weak and we may not get any bounces just yet. And looking at the MACD, it looks like we are about to cross on those moving averages and enter the red. So that would be quite a negative for the Bitcoin price, and we may start to head lower. And I know I've been covering this for quite a bit of time, but now we know we may be getting a potential break this week with such a big news event coming. So I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for tomorrow at 8:30, and then I'll be looking for the FOMC minutes tomorrow as well, right around 2 p.m. And then on Thursday is going to be the major event, which is going to be the CPI numbers. Okay. All right, so I think that covers it for now. Again, pay attention to the dollar, because if the dollar starts to bounce here, that is going to be very bearish for the indexes and could be very detrimental for the rally that everyone is expecting in the Bitcoin price. All right, so again, I am very bullish long term in Bitcoin. I still believe that our primary count will be something like this, where we come up in the for your wave 1, and then you're going to come back into wave B, and you're going to consolidate probably at the lows. I don't think you're going to spend that much time at the lows here. You're probably going to chop around for a little bit until the halving comes up, which, by the way, the halving is not that far away. It's April 2024. So look at this. We're not that far away from the halving, and usually after the halving we have a significant run in the Bitcoin price, as you guys can probably tell. Right, oh, there we go. Let me just get on the weekly chart. It'll illustrate this a little bit better, and I'll even put it on the log scale so you guys can see it significantly better. So there you go. You have a halving, Bitcoin price runs, halving, Bitcoin price runs, halving, Bitcoin price runs, and then we're going to have our halving here, and the Bitcoin price is going to run. But before the halving, right, the price can still dump towards the downside, right? Right here, saw some downside Bitcoin, right? And then you saw it in 2019 as well. We got that nice little run, and the Bitcoin price pulled back before getting another run towards the upside, right? So right now, Bitcoin ran up before the halving, and I still do believe that we are going to come back in just a little bit more. We got to shake out those weak hands, and then we're going to start to rally back up. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Love you all. Peace.